Okay, this is the Game is on 100 here with my review video. And this review video is going to be on Bulls Heat Game 2 at the United Center tonight. Let's get started. Tonight, the Miami Heat managed to beat the Bulls by 10 points tonight, 85-75. What could I say about what the Miami Heat? They came back and they didn't dominate too much. It was close going into the last, I think it was like 6 minutes. The score was tied at 73 all. Then LeBron James with the flare up his ass wanted to get 5 points, and that knew right then that was going to be the tail end for the Bulls for the rest of the way. So overall, it was a good game, a very competitive game. It was somewhat close realistically for this game. I knew it would be that this was going to be a much more closer game. I know by the box score of it, they only won by 10, but it was pretty much a close game up until for about 42 minutes, I believe, of the game was close. I know Miami built up a 11-point lead, but the Bulls came back to get it down to a certain point. But otherwise, Miami wanted to get this game, and they wanted this game. So now the series is tied 1-1. And basically, from what I can see, from points-wise, basically, the Miami Heat, basically, their three scored a total of 63 points between those three of them. They scored 63 points out of the team's 85, which means the other team scored 22 of the points. The other person came off the bench with huslem. He came off the bench with 13 points for Miami. But other than that, so basically scored all the points for the bench for the Miami Heat to win this game. The Bulls didn't have a subpar game. Normally whenever they have a really good showing. As if from what I can tell, the most person scoring the most points was Derrick Rose with 21 points. Second to him was Luol Deng with 13. And basically everyone scored that play except for Omer Sheik, but he basically was in there for defensive wise. So overall, this wasn't a bad game, but it was a game that the Bulls could have took, but they didn't get it done at the tail end. It was just like the game against Atlanta in Game 4, I believe it was. The game was real close, and then the Bulls just gave up. After they got into the lead, the Bulls just gave up in the Atlanta game. So I know that the Bulls usually comes back big from a losing game. They normally do. They don't get a real bad losing streak after they lose one. They always come back and always get the Nets win. Basically, that's what I'm thinking what the Bulls is going to do. The Bulls is going to look over the tape. They're going to see what to do this time around going into Game 3 at Miami. And all I could see is if the Bulls can get either one of the games heading towards Miami, the Bulls will be in all right shape to get it. And basically, this is almost just like with the Atlanta game. The Atlanta won the first game, the Bulls won the second game. If the Bulls can manage to take one out of the two out of Miami, I'll be okay with it. Then the series will be tied 2-2. Then it's going to go into the best of 3. Then after that, and the Bulls have the home court because of the most wins in the regular season. So basically, this was basically the turnovers was another key. The Bulls only had 10 turnovers and Miami had 15, but Miami very luckily pulled this game out with 15 turnovers. Normally when you have a lot of turnovers, you don't win the game. So basically, the Bulls is gonna try to um, adapt to this game. The most philosophy that I could say for the Bulls to do is to adapt and overcome and never give up. They never did. They never lost. I think they lost 2 games in a row all season. So I expect the Bulls to get a bounce back game into Game 3. They're going to shoe up some things to shore up, and I could think the Bulls is going to maybe have a better Game 3 and possibly win this game. So overall, this was a Miami Heat win. It was just that LeBron James had a flare up his ass, wanting to score the points when they needed to. So you gotta give it to Miami Heat. They play their game tonight, so we'll see what happens in Game 3. So yeah, well anyway, I'm going to give my review of that game at the end of the game on Sunday. I'll put up my review video of the game. And I know it is coinciding with the WWE pay-per-view this Sunday, Over the Limit. I know I'm going to probably mainly watch the Bulls game, but I probably might maybe watch the replay of the Over the Limit. I probably will watch the replay of Over the Limit. So yeah. So in closing, you gotta give Miami Heat their due. They came out and wanted to win this game, and they did. So we'll see what happens in Game 2. Not Game 2, Game 3. This coming out Sunday. So this is the Game is on 100, and I'll talk to you all later.